It's frustrated dad here. I need to clarify a couple things. Wanted to just say that my previous video was not in any way to shame my daughter or place blame on anybody. I'm as guilty as anybody for letting the situation get to the point that it's at. And we've had this problem for years. This is not a new issue. She's never been really good about cleaning her room. It's been an ongoing struggle that her mother and I have had with her for since she's old enough, been old enough to know what cleaning a room is. Um, not trying to shame her. I don't want her to be, I'm not trying to embarrass her or anything like that. We've tried all of, you know, what's acceptable punishment in today's society, taking her phone away, grounding her, um, you name it. We've tried it all. Nothing, literally nothing works. She's too old to spank. That boat sailed a long time ago with her. It never really, we never spanked her a lot. We weren't anti corporal punishment, but not real big on it. It really didn't work with me. My wife, I don't think ever really got spanked a lot. Just not something that we have been real big on, and maybe that's why we're in the position that we're in. Who knows? I don't know. I don't claim to have any of the answers, and really that's the main reason why I made the video. I thought that I needed to do something, you know. Don't know if it was the right thing. I took the video down. I may put it back up. I really don't know. It's all going to depend on how I feel. I don't want my wife getting angry or upset about it. I don't want my daughter, to get embarrassed or, get, mad at me and not want to talk to me. I mean, she's old enough that, you know, they're already not big fans at her age of parents and adults. So I've tried hands-off approach. I've tried, positive reinforcement. We'll do this if you clean your room. Nothing, literally nothing works with this child. Um, it's risen to the level that it's not just that she's not doing what she's supposed to do, but it's become like a health concern. I don't know how she's not sick. I don't know how we don't have an infestation of mice or bugs, and we already actually dealt with an infestation from her leaving partially drank cans of soda in her room that fruit flies took over, and we had a pretty bad infestation of those. And now we eliminated the problem, and they went right away. Within days, the fruit flies were gone. We didn't have any further issues with them. But I don't want something worse. I don't want something that's going to cost us a lot of money to deal with. I don't want, health consequences because, we've got filth and perhaps vermin and whatever else going on. Um, I love my family. I want to try to do the right thing, and as parents we often fall short of that. There's no manual. There's no, and every, kids they're all different. Parents have different temperaments and different approaches, and you try to find what works with your kid, and that's really the main issue here. Is I've just not been able to find anything that works. If anybody wants to give me some advice of some type of novel approach that might work. I'm really looking for any help at this point at all that I can possibly get. I don't have the answers. I don't know what to do in this situation. Something's got to be done. I mean, I'm going to have to clean the room. Like there's no way around that at this point. There's going to be no way that she can possibly know where to begin and do any kind of adequate job. It needs to be dealt with. It needs to be cleaned. I don't want to do this as punishment. I want to do this because this is we're at a critical point. Probably well past a critical point at this point. So we're venturing into territory, if this is not dealt with quickly, that we could have problems with the health department, DCS. I don't even know. I don't even want to think about it. Um, we want to provide a safe, healthy environment for our child, for our family. Um, right now, that's not the case. In very short order, I'm going to get this rectified, but we got to be able to keep it that way going forward. She's got to know, or I'm going to have to go in there and just look at it and spot clean it or something, because I don't want to have to deal with this. This is stressing me out. It makes me feel like a piece of garbage, for allowing it. Um, I try to give her space and respect her and not invade her privacy. I know that that's really important for teenagers, especially a teenage girl. I'm her father. I don't want to intrude. I know that kids her age are, a lot of what they're going through is seeking independence and separation, and I get that. And we want our child. I'm not a helicopter parent, and I don't. I want my child to be, successful, independent. I want to be there for her. If she needs help, if she gets, and again, that's where we're at. I need to have a talk with her and say, look, you're not in trouble, but this has to be dealt with. We have to do something about this. This cannot, we can't have this anymore. This cannot get out of hand like this. It's a really serious situation, in my opinion and estimation. Again, she's not gotten this example set from us. We're pretty clean. We're not clean freaks. We don't live in a museum. It's not, keep off the grass or anything like that. Our house is lived in. We have 3 dogs. We have dog hair. We have, but we don't allow food, filth, trash to accumulate. We don't do that. So I don't know. I welcome any input. Anybody has anything to share, again, that's not ridiculous. We're not going to beat our child. We're not going to put her, up for adoption. We're not going to do anything really extreme. We've tried the different approaches, being confrontational, being loud, yelling at her, to being, look, if you do this, we'll go here to her favorite restaurant or whatever, or we'll go, we'll do this thing that she loves. And it just, none of the standard things are working for her. So I don't know really what I can do. The one thing we really haven't tried, she does dance, and I have thought for a while that we really need to probably take her out of dance if she doesn't keep up with it. My wife has not gotten on board with that, and I understand it. She's worked really hard. She is really dedicated to it. It's really the only thing outside of school that she does that is constructive. It keeps her out of trouble. All the good, gives her some movement and exercise. She's learning an art form. I mean, all the enrichment that she gets from dance. I don't know that would be an effective or even a really good punishment for her. To I don't. I think that would be counter. But I'm pretty desperate at this point. I'm willing to try again within reason and within the law and within not. I'm not going to physically abuse my daughter or punish my daughter at this point. Obviously, she's too old. She's not spanking. That's not happening. We're not doing that. That's not going to work. It didn't really work with her when she was small enough to be spanked, and I don't think that a whole lot's changed. So anyway, any suggestions? I guess comment below.